Well, how many days a week do that? I said every day. He said, well, how do you mean every day? I said I work every day. I drink the beer in the car, I get to the hotel, and I drink vodka. He came out of his chair like that, right? You drink every day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, and you've been doing that for how long? I said, well, let me see, it's 1989, I started in 72. You do the math, almost 20 years. He said, that's not possible. Boy said, oh, yeah, it is.
Come on, man.
Hola, Tanneritos. It is Friday. You see this amazing glare off of my forehead. It means only one thing. It could be the greatest show that only people in Germany watch. Welcome to another riveting episode of...
Oh, you almost said it. Because you don't even know what the name of this fucking thing is.
I don't know who I am anymore. I don't know what we do anymore. I feel like a stabled horse at this point, and I'm a fucking stallion, Daryl. I need to fucking run, Daddy. And it's, you know, it's becoming a lot.
Why do you feel like you're stabled?
Well, a lot of reasons.
Yeah.
You were trapped in the house for what?
Way too fucking long, bro.
During the snowstorm, 2 weeks, 10 days,
a week. Yeah.
Yeah. I have not. I went to the winery on Sunday, hung out for a little bit, went to Miles' house, had a fire. That's it. Other than that, I've literally been locking myself in the house.
Why are you turning into a recluse? Is it because of sober October? You don't want to be tempted to go out. Everybody goes out on Thursdays. You're always out hammered on Thursdays. There's other nights of the week you go out and just have, a couple, 80, whatever. So what are you drinking there?
This is
non-alcoholic bourbon. Kill yourself.
Yeah.
Just kill yourself.
And it's funny, like when people, it's the vegan thing. Like I think we talked about this last time too. It's like, hey, we need to make alcoholic bourbon. And then I think it's made by people that have never tried bourbon ever in the history of the fucking world. It tastes like shit. Nothing's good. Sober October is a fucking joke.
What is the point of this? Is it just to prove to everybody that you're a huge white knight and this is you're gonna get your fucking Boy Scout badge? I really don't understand it.
I like how you ask a question by immediately trashing me.
Dude, yeah, exactly.
Good move.
Yeah. That's how I do things.
Yeah. Usually it's a compliment sandwich. No, with you, it's just layers and layers of
shit. Yeah.
No, the only person I'm trying to get to like me is my wife. And so far there's no like, hey, you're doing good. Good job or whatever. And she said good job, but it's like, well, you should be expected to do that. So I'm trying. I'm doing my best. The only thing that remotely tastes even close to a beer is these Heinekens. And still it's not. But yeah, no, I was trying to see if I could give. I was under the assumption, Daryl, that I had more of a problem with alcohol than I think I do. Now, you can have a problem with alcohol where you see it and you have to have it and whatever. I walk past shelves full of liquor. I walk past fridge full of beer, and I haven't even had the itch. The only itch I've had is going out and being around my friends, and my friends, like, you can't be not drinking and be around friends that are just, hey, let me get you something. Hey, you want something? Then I got to do it. Oh, I'm not drinking during October. And then, well, why the fuck are you doing that?
Pussy.
Yeah. So then they'll walk me out of the bar and tar and feather me. So yeah, I've been literally stuck in my house. I go massive stretches throughout the week without talking to a live person. Like even right now, you're a live person, you're a real person, but we're not together. I can't put my hands on you. So this is what I do. Outside of the people that I've made, or a dog that I own, or my father-in-law today, I literally haven't talked to another living soul. Well, Tuesday I did. It was a little Boy Scout thing, and that sucked. That's it. That's my life right now. And I'm never going to do this again. I'm never going to do it again because I don't believe that I have a problem with drinking. And that might be one of the key indicators of someone that has a problem with drinking is that they would say, I don't think I have a problem with drinking. I have a problem because I love like I'm a house kept dog, and then you take me to the dog park and daddy starts running a little bit. There's nothing wrong with doing that. There's nothing wrong with it. Now, I probably will have now having learned where I'm at, I probably shouldn't go out Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. You know, I probably shouldn't do that. I can rein it in, but this is ridiculous. Ridiculous. I'm over it. I don't want to do it anymore. I'm going to try to get through this episode. Maybe next one I might have a little sip of a beer. Maybe not drink a little beer.
I hope I'm here for it. I really am. Because I had quite the talk with my dad about this tonight at dinner.
What'd Bruce say about me?
Not good things.
Yeah. I figured.
And somebody said something, and I said, yeah, I got to go home and talk to Uncle Chris for 3 hours. And my dad's like, when's that supposed to start? I'm like, now.
Yeah.
Now we should be doing this now.
Yep.
And I'm like, yeah, as soon as we get home, I just got to fire up the shit, fuel the jet, and let's go. And I said, it's going to be interesting. He just sent me a text saying he might have a major announcement tonight. And I said, I'm really hoping he falls off the wagon because I want to be there when the fucking thing burns to the ground. I want to stand back, put my arm around my best friend with a cold drink in our hands and watch that wagon fucking burn.
You know,
wait, what's he doing? I says, sober October, Dad. And he looks at me. He's like, I'm like, he doesn't drink alcohol for the month of October.
Yeah.
Just because it rhymes.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And I go, he's the big white knight right now. And my dad as my dad sets his beer bottle down on the table, I could just see how fucking ashamed of you he was.
Yeah. It's like
me for having such a pussy for a friend.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't get that shit. Why? Same thing with people that give up that shit for Lent. What the? And he looks right at me. I'm like, Dad, I stopped drinking beer and I started drinking vodka. It was a little better for me. That's worse for you, he says. I'm like, nah, actually, it's really not. Like,
I don't know. I don't know anything. All I know is that there's two things that hit me, and I'll give you my. I've been watching the show called Friday Night Lights. It came out in like 2005. It's pretty good, but in this little shit town, there's people that work at an Applebee's.
Based in Texas?
It is, yeah.
Okay.
So they work at Applebee's, and every once in a while, there's cutaways to people that. You know, like in those Texas towns, like the guy that owns a car dealership is like all high school football all the time kind of a guy. And he played. He was the man. Yeah.
He's now giving back to the community by overcharging people for cars. Yeah, I get it.
It's a well-written show. It's a little campy and dumb, but it's okay. But every once in a while, there's cutaways to like these guys just shooting the shit at an Applebee's bar. And that's where it hit me. I'm like, I don't miss the beer. I don't miss the drinking. I miss that. And those two, they scissor. They go hand in hand. I
walked into Vinny's this morning and the bar was full. So Donna got me my beer and I sat at the first high top behind the bar. And you remember Sal?
Yes.
Okay. He immediately fucking just starts motherfucking me.
Mm-hmm.
There's a seat next to me, you motherfucker. Why don't you come sit next to me? Minga. And he's up one side of me, down the other. And there's a seat there. And I'm like, I didn't feel like squeezing in. I said, I'll sit back here in the peanut gallery and I'm talking to everybody and blah, 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 blah. And finally it was almost like he said, he waved me over and I said something to him. I asked him how he's doing, whatever. And he goes, you fucking dickhead. Get over here and sit down. But the way he said it, it was endearing.
Yeah.
And I said, Sal, because you put it that way,
yeah,
I will come sit next to you.
Yep.
So I came, sat down. We were talking. We talked about the wine trip we were on last weekend. And obviously him being from the old country, makes his own wine. We got to talking and shit. And he says, I almost didn't come today. I said, oh, why'd you have shit going on? He's like, yeah, I just also, there was something I was going to do, blah, blah, blah. He goes, but I wanted to come see Daryl. And I'm like, what? Yeah. He's like, figured you'd be here. I want to come visit, talk. I'd enjoy talking to you, you know, his fucking thick ass accent. Yeah. And I was like, this motherfucker's in his 80s. And he's telling me the only reason he came to the bar today was in hopes that I showed up.
Yes. Yeah.
I hope I'm in his will. I think he's rich.
I have a bit of a little old man's club that I enjoy. I enjoy going and hanging out with people that are in their 60s, 70s, and we just shoot the shit. And a lot of them are business owners, and I can bounce ideas off of them and things I'm having problems with and whatever. And it's a good outlet. Does it so happen that we all buy each other drinks? Absolutely it does. But what the fuck? So there's that. I saw the people sitting at Applebee's, and I was like, fuck, that's what I miss. And then I was watching this this little video clip of a guy that's in a band that I absolutely love. And he was talking
in case anybody's wondering, the music really bad.
Yeah, it's great. 88 million records sold, no big deal.
Nobody still knows the name.
But he's talking about why he left the band. And he's like, listen, I just wasn't happy. And like, you're only alive once. If you're unhappy in a band, if you're unhappy in a job, if you're unhappy in a relationship, your job and your duty to yourself is to go and make yourself happy. Whatever that is, go do that. And I swear to God, he made eye contact with me. And he said, what are you doing? Go out, have a drink. Just so happened that work I was dead set about going and having a beer. That's it. And does that mean I fail Sober October? Sure. I don't give a
and you know where that one beer leads. We all know.
Not necessarily. I'm not Robert Downey Jr. in 1987. Like I'm not gonna wake up in someone's fucking crib. Like I get home, I'm relatively adjusted. Do I spin on, I'm like a Ferrari, they're fucking fun to look at. They're fun to drive every once in a while. You spin off the road and you crash into a tree. Whatever. It's fine. Let me just say this 1000%. What's up, cousin brother? I'm okay.
What's up, cuz?
I'm okay with failing Sober October because I think I've learned what I needed to learn from it.
So it took you 13 days to figure this out, when I could have had the same conversation with you over the phone and this could have been solved on September 30th.
Mm-hmm.
You're an idiot.
Well, between September 30th and October 1st and 2nd, I was still mildly hungover because I really sandbagged myself going into the month of October.
I'm holding on, you motherfuckers.
I really but whatever. I'm doing my best. I still have not had any alcohol. I honestly thought, this is a true story. When people are, they stop drinking and then all of a sudden they fucking die of whatever. Yeah. So Doug.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, Doug.
Yeah. Doug goes, he's like, I'm going to do it too. And then I literally I think a day into it or something like that, he goes, someone's like, oh yeah, he was drinking yesterday. I'm like, what the fuck?
It's like the masturbation episode of Seinfeld.
Yeah. So whatever. I'm holding on. I'm grasping at straws. We're going out tomorrow night. I probably will have a couple beers tomorrow night. I don't care if I fail.
The first touch of alcohol hits your lips, my phone better ring.
Yes, I promise I will call you.
And all you're going to do is hear laughter on the other end. I'm probably going to end up choking because of this little bit of head cold I have left and the fact of view.
Well, all I'm saying is I've done my best. I gave it the old college try. I didn't go through shit. I thought literally I was going to be one of those guys that has to go to ICU because like you drink so much. I'm not even fucking close to that. I'm not even close to it. Cirrhosis? Not up in here. I'm fine. I'm fine.
I've realized the alcohol's addicted to me.
Good point. Good point.
I think that's where we're at.
This is two massive enablers trying to enable each other. And that's fine. I'm buying it. So
it's so bad between us that if one of us stops doing something for one reason or the other one slowly pushes us over that fucking edge to that edge of that cliff.
Like
just whispers in their ear, "Hey man,
just tell me why you might not be partaking in it." And then I'll try to, then, you start to do the salesy stuff. Well, let me ask you a question here. Okay. Just hypothetically speaking, right? It just sucks.
I got a question for you though.
Yes, sir. Go ahead, Darryl.
So I know you're doing California sober.
Yep.
Okay. So let's not sugarcoat this. But what if this Sober October included not drinking that NA beer and that NA bourbon and whatever shit?
Mm.
What if it was like no anything relative alcohol at all?
Yeah, I don't think so. These to me don't even seem like beer because
Yeah, but they're made by Heineken, which is a
Yeah.
very good beer and it's very well known. And we've been
it's
known
got
to
the
put
muscle
those
memory
down.
of drinking and talking. That's
Yes,
what
and it's made out of the same shit. There's no little or no alcohol in it.
there's nothing
But
in it. 0%, 0.0.
yeah, okay.
Thank God.
Yeah,
Fucking
but-
sober as a fucking church mouse, or is it?
Yeah.
But
I don't know why they say sober as a judge. Is that an oxymoron? Because
you-
judges are usually hammered.
they're usually smashed as fuck.
Yeah,
Um,
I've been priests.
but I will tell you, I thought one of these days during the, usually week 1, it's like whatever. Week 2, that's when you go, that's when all these people that say, oh no, I gave it up. And then by the second week, I woke up bright-eyed, bushy-tailed. No, dude, I'm waking up at 4:50 in the morning, not bright-eyed, not bushy-tailed. I'm just fucking there. I thought maybe being less sore from the gym or something like that would happen. Nope, still sore. I thought I'd be less irritable. Nope, still irritable. Nothing has gotten better.
Yeah, it's like fucking Joe Biden's Build Back Better.
Yeah, nothing's gotten built.
Nothing's back. Nothing's better.
Sans better, sans built. It just yeah, so I haven't learned a fucking thing. So that's all I'll say about that. Whatever. If it goes a little bit further, cool. I'm saying tomorrow around 5:00, I'm planning on having some semblance of a goddamn beer. And I'm gonna throw it in my face and I'm gonna enjoy it because you know what?
The only thing thrown in your face on Saturday night.
Dicks, beers, then dicks.
Nicks.
Yeah,
Nicks.
So from time to time, Daryl, everyone knows this. I know your address, and I got you set up as an Amazon guy, and I email you a package. But I also email myself the package. There's a little game that we can play. Okay, we'll play a little game.
Fucking hot ones are sitting right there.
Well, this is kind of similar. So Daryl, if you don't mind, get that bag. And
so this arrives on my porch. He sends me a text the other day in a group chat, mind you. Could have sent this on its own, but he sends it in a group chat and says, "Hey, I'm sending you something. It should be there Thursday or Friday. It's marked Cincinnati." So for those of you who have seen Hot Tub Time Machine, it's kind of a gag inside the movie. Chris and I use it all the time. So this bag shows up on my porch, and Chris is like, "What the fuck's Amazon doing here?" And you just saw the life fall out of me. My head goes down. She goes, "What the fuck Chris sent you?" I don't know. So I walk out the porch and it's laying there.
Up earlier in the week by donating to your daughter's cause.
Yeah. And I look down and it's got my name on it. And I'm like, fuck. So the second thing I do is look for this whole package to say Cincinnati on it. Then I realize it's from fucking Amazon and you can't pay for that. Apparently.
I should have done like gift wrapping and put Cincinnati on it, but I don't want to pay the extra. So open it up and let's look inside. Daryl, what do you see?
It sounds like there's a cookie tin or something in here.
Something.
Oh, fuck off. I can't read this right now, but I don't want anything to do with this.
Bean Boozled Fiery Challenge. So
what the fuck is wrong with you?
On the top of this canister, Daryl, there is a little spinny, and you spin it for me, I spin it for you, and we're just going to try a little jelly bean.
Wait. How does it come out? Where is it?
So on the top of the can, right?
Yeah.
You can pull up the lid.
So you take it out. I need my fucking daughter down here. This is the idea she wanted to have for you.
Oh, really? Well, there you go.
She wanted to do this with the jelly beans, and some of them taste like.
So we play that every Christmas. It's either buttery popcorn or socks.
Yeah.
It's disgusting. So if you don't mind, Daryl, I will spin for you. You spin for me. And whatever it lands on, we got to take. Is that cool?
No.
All right.
Spinning. What other choice do I have? Okay.
You got Sriracha, which you are a big fan of Sriracha.
You got Carolina Reaper.
Did you really just spin it and get Carolina Reaper? Oh, my Lanta. All right. So open it up and you will find in yours, there's going to be a bunch of little tiny bags. Open it up to find your Sriracha. I find the Carolina Reaper, which looks like it has.
How the fuck do you know?
They're just
I
all.
just say Bean Boozled.
Look at the colors on the top.
So each one of these has these beans in it.
Yes.
So I need a yellow one. No, what color?
No,
you need a yellow one.
No. You
Oh,
no,
there's jelly beans on it, dude. My eyes are fucked. Okay,
you were
now I see it. Now I see it. You dumbass. Okay, so each one of these bags, I only just need one bag then.
Yeah.
For now. Honestly, I kind of want to kill you for this.
And I say we only do really. I'm starting with Carolina Reaper. There's really no way down from that. This is the hottest.
Okay, so which one do I have to do?
You have to do Sriracha.
It's just red. Red?
Yes.
Jesus Christ. I hope this is right. Does it look right?
I
It
just had
does.
moisture on my thumb, and I just put it
Okay,
on
so
the
hang on.
Reaper, and I
That's
know I'm gonna
habanero.
dick hole later.
The green ones are jalapeno. What are these ones? These ones are
So Sriracha straight red with no little fibers in it.
fuck. The cayenne and the Carolina Reaper look the same.
Yep.
Oh, I didn't get any cayenne ones in this batch.
You know what? Good call. I got the Carolina Reaper's got the dark blatches in it. Racism.
I didn't get any of them.
Okay. Yeah, that's the one. All right, Carolina Reaper down the hatch.
Okay. This is not the one I need to have. This is the one I need to eat.
Oh,
Holy fuck. That's hotter than. This is fucking awful.
this is not a fun game.
Can I spit this out?
No, swallow it, baby.
Mm,
Who's your daddy? Oh my god.
holy fuck.
I'm not kidding.
I'm like, at first I was like, I got this hint of cinnamon. This ain't gonna be. It goes away. It goes away. Then it's back.
All right. Well, that game's over.
Thanks for playing, assholes.
Holy shit.
Oh, it doesn't end. I thought it was over. It came back.
That was good.
Holy Christ on a fucking cross.
You know, I'll pass. Wow. Wow.
This is, I gotta re-gift this. This is my
That
house.
hurt a lot.
Oh boy, that fucking cleared me right out.
We're good. Yeah. My ears.
My
All right.
throat swelled shut.
Oh, Jesus.
I did. I saw him. All right, let's do one more.
All right. I don't have an addicted personality. Let's do one more. Okay.
I don't have cayenne though,
I just spun Carolina Reaper for you.
which is this one. Okay.
Yeah.
Hang on. You got habanero.
Oh, good. You're going in order of the hottest to least hottest. Okay. Cheers. Love you.
Let's die on. Eat that, Phil. Eat them all at once. Oh, those jelly beans stale as fuck and hot. Oh, it just makes it worse. Water makes it worse.
Here's the deal.
I need milk.
Here's the deal. Carolina Reaper hits you in the front.
Uh-huh.
Habanero is like, hey, this is really tasty. And then it's like, no, fuck you, dude.
Oh,
Yeah, dude, I'm sweating.
holy fuck. I am about to just get naked and run around my backyard.
How okay.
Oh my god, that Carolina Reaper murders your mouth.
How
Mm-mm,
do you think you could put one in your butthole?
mm-mm.
Like how long do you think you could have one sit in your butthole?
I couldn't get, I don't think I could get, oh, till the outside dissolves and then the heat finds it.
I could fit. You couldn't fit a jelly bean in your asshole.
No,
Do you have
oh,
hands?
you didn't ask. That's not the question you asked.
I said, how many can you get in your asshole? You're
No.
like, no, I wouldn't fit,
You,
dude.
no,
I'm
you
that big.
didn't. You asked how long could you keep it in your asshole?
Keep
Oh, fuck. Oh,
Like, I'm not queer, dude. I can't even fit a jelly bean in my ass.
and you're like, what?
Like, dude, I could fit this entire water bottle in my ass. I'm fucking talented, bro. That is a lot.
Oh my god! All right, guess what? Game over.
Mm-hmm. Wow,
Oh, I fucked myself there.
that was good. Good call, Phil. Though, save one for when
Phil,
you
these are in the fucking mail on the way to your house. That fucking Reaper one burns your whole mouth. My
Yeah.
lips are on. My tongue is numb.
I made the mistake of here's how impatient I'm sure everyone does this too, but like when you make a pizza and you pull it out of the oven, you cut it up and you're like, all right, it's good to eat now, and just shove it in your face and burn everything off.
Yeah.
So the Carolina Reaper found all those all those and went after it. That was
But
good.
no, the best part was is on the way home, we were talking about how hot our food was when it came out at Wallowines. Like, yeah, I burnt the top of my roof of my mouth with my chicken wing. My throat's starting to close.
Yes. Dude, if you I don't want you to die, but if you die live on this podcast,
Oh
dude,
my God,
I'm
the
gonna
ratings
be
are going to go through the roof.
so famous. We'll bury you in Germany in Hesse or whatever it's called.
I need a nice
Wow.
cube.
We did it. Do I recommend this game? No, I do not. Were mistakes made? Absolutely, they were made. I think this is our first ever Friday the this is our first ever Friday the 13th show. Do you know the history of why Friday the 13th is considered unlucky?
Nope. I just
Well,
want the
Carol,
fire to go out my mouth.
It goes back to the Knights Templar, as
How-
most things do. Okay, that's what it sounds like when you and a guy will go behind a dumpster. That's not going to help. You know what does help? Be a man.
Fuck off. That fucking sucked. That first one was hot. That one
Reaper.
was bad.
Reaper just doesn't go away.
Mm-mm.
You think it's gone? It's like, I'm still here, bitch.
Just a knock on your door. Yeah, fuck you.
2 o'clock in the morning. Hey, man, you up?
My phone just went off. You up? Fuck. What are you doing in my phone?
It's Booty calling you. No, Carolina Reaper. I'm back with my ex. She doesn't have to know.
Oh,
That was good.
no, it wasn't.
Anyways, Knights Templar, stockpiling all this cash, biggest army really of the times. And guess what institution got a little crooked and wanted all that money? Go ahead, guess.
Black Lives Matter.
Yes. No, the church. So you've heard of Cardinal Richelieu or something like that, right?
No.
Okay. Well, he ordered.
I played a
That's-
game called Cardinal Puff.
No, not that guy. He ordered that the Knights
I need
Templar
to shave my tongue.
get disbanded. And on Friday the 13th is the day that they were hunted down by the royal arm or the religious army and the royal army, and they were executed. That's why Friday the 13th is considered a bad day. Weird. But I thought, since it's getting into spooky season, no offense to my friends,
You ain't black.
we should talk about a couple things. I thought this would be kind of a funny exercise. Of these people,
There's a hole getting burnt in my stomach lining right now.
there's a hole in. So we have major movie franchises: The Terminator, John Wick, and Rambo. Which one? Put them in order of most kills in the entire thing. And this came from this this little graphic. Check this out. Because we're getting close to Halloween. Jason Voorhees, 12 films, 12.2 kill average for a total of 146 kills. Michael, 10 films, 12.4 average, 124 kills. Freddie, I would have thought had killed more people. Here's the thing with that. Didn't he kill a bunch of kids before that?
I don't know, but I would have had him last too.
You would have?
Yeah, he didn't kill. Yeah, he only killed a couple people per movie.
Johnny Depp being one of them. Not saying. So if you look at that graphic, let me get back to this graphic. Let's put them in order.
All right, if I have to put these in order,
Rambo.
Terminator is last.
Okay.
John Wick 1, Rambo 2, Terminator 3.
Close. This beautiful son bitch. Totaling 493 kills. There's a caveat to that though, because it's so if the Vietnam kills are added, Rambo ends up with an astounding 552 lives because of the backstory, but they didn't count that. This is live, pew, 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 arrow, 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 shoot down a helicopter, confirmed kills, 493 confirmed kills by John motherfucking Rambo. Doug says 3, 2, 1. Let's see. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, Douglas, you are correct. You look at Mr. John Wick. John Wick, I would have thought would have had more. 439 kills. But here's the deal. John Wick has 4 movies. So if you look at KPM,
Yeah, it's Wick all day. Yeah.
Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
He's like the Bo Jackson of murderers in films. Had he stayed around
100 a movie.
Had he stayed around longer, certain Hall of Famer. But not this case. Terminator. Weird graphic. Weird one. Only 40 kills. That seems low, doesn't it?
No, it doesn't, because if you remember that, he wasn't there to kill people. He only did it just to protect
John Connor.
Yeah, John Connor.
I'm not an impression. I can only take a dump by doing this. China. That's the only he died like a dog.
I'm telling you, dude.
You're fine.
No, I'm not. This shit I'm gonna take in the morning. My asshole is just gonna fall.
You act like your asshole isn't a fucking Play-Doh Fun Factory anyways. Get over yourself. Okay? Take a break. Take a quick break. Okay? You're going to be okay.
I got to research this.
You're going to be okay. What are you going to research?
How to stop the pain.
All of a sudden, suicide hotline.
Carolina Reaper.
I think you're going to be fine.
How to relieve Carolina Reaper pain. Yep. If you should decide to take on the Reaper and lose, as I did, there's only one proper way to extinguish the fire. Don't drink water or alcohol. Fuck!
Whoops.
Really spread the burn. Casein protein, which is found in milk. Yeah, I need milk.
Yeah, Mike. So, yeah, I think we're going to award the best and most efficient killer, John Wick, for sure.
Yeah.
John Wick
He just doesn't miss with a bullet.
No, which seemed a little odd to me. I mean, at a certain point.
I mean, come on.
Human, what are we doing here?
I mean, Rambo just fucking had that goddamn helicopter mounted fucking machine gun, and he just sprayed lead through the woods, and little fucking slanty-eyed Asian. Sorry, Jimmy Chan, who's watching. They all just died. Yeah.
Wow. What's up, Chan? I haven't seen Chan forever.
Chan.
Big old Chan. Yeah. I mean, John Wick did it right. If you're going to write a movie, you go, what is the worst thing someone could do to a lonely guy? I don't know. Kill a dog. Okay. Scene 3. Click, 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 click. I've only seen the first 2 of those movies. Pretty good.
I've seen all 3 of them, and yeah, there's another one coming out here soon, but I enjoyed it. I thought they were cool.
Yeah. I
love how they and I guess there's a spinoff now. The movie or show, the Continental. Yeah. It's crazy watching like fucking movies like that, and you know they're there for us to escape reality.
Yeah.
At some point you got to wonder if any of that shit's real, you got to think that there's some point that some of the shit is somewhat plausible. I mean, yeah, can they grossly exaggerate it for movie's sake? Absolutely. But are there people that are snipers and special forces and shit like that across the world that have gone off the deep end? Are there people like Raymond Reddington out there?
I knew of somebody that was a contractor for the military, and his job was to do like espionage scenarios. So he would get a packet, and it would be him and somebody else, and they'd have to go to this parking garage. And this is like in regular civilianville, right? They'd go to some parking garage, and they'd have instructions to make it through the mall and get into another car and see if they can get away without being identified and stuff like that. So like then they would have guys in actual training that would have to identify them by their actions, do certain things. They have to, these guys would have to do certain things to carry out a certain action, stuff like that. So it's like counterterrorism stuff. But this guy knew people that, let's say,
whoa. There he is. Sober guy.
let's say that Mexican drug cartels were getting a little squirrely, right? This guy would be like, he's like, oh, hey, what are you doing next week? He's we're gonna be gone. And then all of a sudden in the news, you'd see that this Mexican drug cartel just had a counterterrorism launched against them, and a lot of people were dead.
Yeah.
And then magically that guy'd be back in town, and you're like, hey, what'd you do? Oh no, I had a family thing, just, and they have to lie about everything,
Yeah.
So I do think that those guys for sure exist. They were kind of like mercenaries, I think would be the word.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But they were government sanctioned, allegedly, mercenaries, or not allegedly, in case I'm blowing a lot of people's cover, whatever. Wouldn't be the first time I blew a lot of guys. Hello. Do you think that you could take a BJ after someone ate a Carolina Reaper?
Nope. I
Like,
want anybody to breathe on me.
Did you ever jack it with lotion that was like alcohol based?
Nope.
Dude, I used to jack it to cran apple. Boy, did that hurt. To this day, if I smell ocean spray, I'm fucking howny, son. And the mushrooms just kicked in. Here's the best
dude,
Sober October.
I gotta. Yeah, you're doing other things. Just like California sober.
Come on.
I kind of think you have the same sort of somewhat addictive personality I have.
Yeah, we're the exact same person.
You should give me a rim job after Chipotle. Yeah, sorry about that.
Was she suicidal?
Yeah, what the fuck was she thinking?
Hey,
Anyhow,
you think like you're gonna try to take her out somewhere nice? She's like, I really want you to eat Chipotle, and then I'll just bite your butthole.
Yeah, just fucking nibble around the edge.
I'll do anything once or twice, but that's on you.
Yeah.
Yeah, addictive person. Yes, we're the same person. Go ahead.
And I get caught up watching like these miniseries and documentaries or whatever they're fucking called. Like I watched Yellowstone. I wanted to fucking own a ranch.
Yes.
I watched Breaking Bad. I want to fucking make meth.
Dude, I watched Schindler's List.
I'm just about done with Narcos.
Holy jeez, I wanted to poison a reservoir. I'm sweating.
I'm like almost done with Narcos. I mean, they just killed fucking Escobar.
Yeah.
And I was like, holy fuck. I want to sell coke. And it is crazy. I get like that shit. And it's like,
and that's remarkably.
I know a lot of it is a little glorified, but it was cool. Like we talked about Escobar a couple weeks ago or last week or whatever. And I kind of want to get some books and like read up on this because I was back. They fucking shot him in 93.
Yeah.
I was like 20 years old. I mean, I don't remember it.
Yeah. Which seems kind of crazy. You think a lot of those people had to have done things. To me, if you said, hey man, when did Escobar get killed? I would have said like 84.
I would have thought after seeing him in crowds and shit,
no, Mike,
I actually thought he was still alive.
Yes.
I didn't know anything about this. I was like,
James Wood. I thought he died. Didn't he die? James Woods?
No,
that guy's still cantankerous and
he's shitting on everybody on Twitter.
Yeah, I like him a lot.
Well, I don't know because I'm kicked off forever.
Well,
I got to get a new email address. I got to get a new Twitter account.
Not Daryl@gmail.
I don't even think that was the one I used.
It's you with a little mustache on.
Yeah. Looks like you with that mustache the other day.
Yeah, I think about that shit all the time. Like, I have a video for weird timelines, but we'll try to figure that out a little bit. But yeah, if you were to say, hey, when did Escobar get killed? I'd be like, dude, fucking 80s. Because you think
I'd be like, yo, isn't he in jail or just what? And they're like, no, man, he's dead for fucking 30 years. I'm like, what?
You watched what's that one? Ozark. You watched Ozark, right?
Yeah.
The idea of being mushrooms, hold on. We'll ride the wave. And he's back. Wow. These ones are just like, hey man, you know how you're thinking about stuff? Don't. What was I talking about? It's got to be so lonely to be in charge of one of those outfits because everyone's gunning for your job. Everybody.
Yeah. I mean, even your next in lines, your fucking right hand men, at some point they want what you want.
Yeah,
But I mean,
everybody wants to-
again, if you're like Escobar, you're paying the fuck out of these people. At some point, I'm like, I don't want that. I'm good making fucking bank right now.
Yeah.
But watching, I guess, and what I'm taking away from this is he just got too big for his britches. He just pushed it too far.
There's always a point in any of these people, any of them, where there's a clear out. Even the worst people in history. Like, I think Mussolini killed way more people than Hitler, but Mussolini killed his own people.
Yeah.
But at a certain point, they could have just shuttered things back a little bit. Hitler might still be alive. He maybe not, but I think he was born in 1909 or something like that. But whatever. Could have been around a little bit longer. But like, they always go, I'm going to be good. Like, that unwavering confidence is what damns you in the end,
Yeah.
And Escobar could have probably pulled up shop, got out. He was making what, $2 million a minute or something like that, like a crazy amount of money.
Like a day. It was
$2
just stupid money. But it was to the point where he was giving money away to the communities. He was building soccer fields and houses and giving money to the community and shit. But he just had to have more.
I love how they make him into like a kind of a quasi humanitarian. Like, oh no, he gave out turkeys. He also fucking murdered.
Well, and that was the thing too. But at that point, like when he was in Medellin, that was his city, that he owned that city. There was pictures of him in murals of him everywhere because everybody knew what he did.
Yes.
But he didn't turn his back on his community though.
He
pumped money into it. And it was like hey man, this dude's a fucking drug dealer and has probably killed a bunch of people. And he's just pushing this poison everywhere.
But he has a killer mustache.
But he's got a sweet mustache and a very good accent.
Yeah.
And he's just built a soccer field and, put money into the local school and the kids that want to play soccer. He bought them sneakers. And when he's out in public, he's handing out money to everybody.
Yes. Yep.
And at that, what just seems like he, like you said, he got a little too big for his britches, but he realized everybody in the game wanted what he had now.
Yeah.
Because he was larger, that he was bigger than anybody.
And he was kind of and I don't know much about him, but he was kind of in bed with the United States for a little bit too. Like, did any of that fund the Contra or whatever, like
Narcos?
Yeah.
They didn't really allude to that. They mentioned it. It's kind of narrated by the guy that actually shot him.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Steve Murphy and Javier Pena were the two cops that hunted him.
Fuck you, Mitch. Mitch, I think it is in San Diego or something like that at this point. But he goes, Hitler's birth year, but not that Escobar was killed when you were probably in 7th grade. Because he killed our
Mitch,
people.
you're not wrong.
Mitch, he killed our people. Yeah. And also, Mitch, stay undercover for a little bit. Hamas is getting a little strange, so just be careful. Watch yourself.
But yeah, it was interesting. Like I said, I kind of want to get a couple books and read some more about it.
Yeah,
that shit was very interesting. So I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, there's that. And have you seen the Harlem one with Denzel, where he plays Frank Lucas and Russell Crowe's the lawyer? Fuck.
No. I don't think so.
God damn it. It's so good. It's about Frank Lucas, who basically started the heroin game.
It was like 3-hour long movie.
Yeah. Great movie. One of my favorite ones.
What the fuck was it called?
I can think of the name. God damn it.
Somebody.
Damn
We're
it.
counting on the handful of you people watching.
What the fuck is it called? It is such a good movie too. Fuck. Something about Harlem. But that guy did it good too. He was shipping fucking heroin back from Vietnam during the Vietnam War and made money. American Gangster. Thanks, Mitch.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you, Mitch.
That
you
saved
can also
me from looking it up.
I didn't know his birth year either, you dick. Yeah, that's just fucked up, man. But again,
you know what was fun was watching Ozark with my wife. So we're not going to get into what she does for a living, but she kind of knew all about that movie.
Yeah, she's like, oh no, you just moved over here, bouncing IPs, whatever. Blah, 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 blah.
I'm just like, what?
Dude, I don't even know where to invest regular money, let alone drug money.
Yeah.
Like,
Hitler was born in 1889, bro.
oh, see, shut up, Mitch. I was way off.
20
Way
years.
off. I knew there's a 9 in it. Niner.
Yeah. Obviously, 9 and 9 and 9. Everything's 9 over there.
I saw this thing in some place, and I want to say Florence, but it's probably not Florence. Maybe somewhere in Sweden. At one point, it was Hitler and like 3 other people that committed atrocities in their teenage years that were in the same spot. And it's like God or whoever was just like, we should make some of these people really fucked up. Like, Liverpool in the fucking late 50s is just like, oh no, if we have John Lennon accidentally bump into Paul McCartney and fucking George Harrison's just kind of there, and then Ringo's kind of over here, but he's gonna get like out of favor of this one band, and they're all gonna get together. They're gonna make the greatest band of all fucking time. Statistically they are. All the Eagles outsold them, but whatever. And the Eagles suck. Fuck the Eagles.
Jesus Christ, they got one song and it's fucking terrible.
Hotel California fucking blows.
It's the fucking worst.
The worst song of all time. The worst. You know who I also don't really care for too much? And this is like probably sacrilegious for like people that like old school rock. I'm not too much of a Led Zeppelin fan either.
I never got that shit.
Yeah, but whatever. Yeah, American Gangster, same thing. This guy, they oh no, he's giving back to the community and stuff like that. But he started the fucking heroin epidemic in Harlem. Like, what are we doing here, guys? But in the end, you want him. You see that. So the way that they did it though was during that time, New York City cops were super corrupt too. So they made the cops, like Josh Brolin in the movie, be like the bad guy. And so you're kind of rooting for Frank Lucas to get away with all this shit.
Yeah, and that was the thing too. Even in Narcos, listening to Escobar and how he got these trucks through and everything, it's because they had half of the fucking army and the police force on payroll. Oh, yeah. He's like, you know how much I pay that fucking guy? And then all of a sudden there's a phone call made and they're like, the truck's checked, just let him through. We're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And the fact that they weren't allowed to really arrest him.
No.
He surrendered under his own terms. And they let that happen when he built his own fucking prison, which was basically a fortress with a fucking escape tunnel. And all they did was have fucking roulette wheels, crap tables, and whores brought in by the truckload.
Yeah, I'll go to jail for that. Cool.
I'm like, what the fuck? Oh, that was a cool part. The one part of the movie, they killed 2 dudes. They chopped them up and they threw them in this incinerator. So the incinerator's fucking piping out dead body smell.
Sure.
And then they cut away to a couple guys arguing over this huge fucking grill and why the meat's getting burnt. And one guy says, you fucking stupid. It's covering up the fucking stink. Why we're burning all this fucking meat? This over here is the good stuff. And they're like, oh, okay.
How desensitized you are. Like, yeah, I know we're burning bodies, but who's minding the steak over here? What the fuck? Turn the chicken over. What are we doing?
Just how cold some of these people are.
Well, yeah, I mean, there's that gallows humor type of shit too, but like
Escobar would have lived.
Yeah.
He got shot 3 times. Murphy hit him once or twice, and he was laying there.
Eric Murphy.
Steve. And they were body shots. And at this point, fucking Escobar was fat. Like he had a little porch to him. But during the movie,
Ian starring Vinny Chase, yes.
Yeah. And then he got chubbier, and at the end, he was a pretty thick dude. And they put 2 bullets in him, and they're both body shots. Probably would have survived. But one of the Colombian fucking bigwigs stood right over him and said something to him, and they had words and just fucking put a bullet right in his fucking head. Now, but it was cool seeing, like I said, the character narrated it. The guy that played Steve Murphy, whoever he was. But he told the story along. And at times, actually, they used real footage.
Okay, cool.
They showed Ted Koppel talking. They showed George Bush talking. They showed media outlets. They showed still photos. And they did a really good job
we lived through a lot of times where a lot of reporters talked like shit. Ted
Yeah.
Koppel talked like
Took
he had
marbles in his mouth.
9 dicks in his mouth,
Yeah.
and Barbara Walters talked like fucking a
Yeah.
muppet.
But at the end, like, they rolled Escobar over and 3 dudes got their picture taken with him. And then they, when you hear the fucking camera click on TV and it pauses, it shows the guys there with Escobar. And then they flash right to the fucking actual picture they took with the fucking 3 dudes.
Yeah.
Holding us, just rolled them over with the bullet holes in them. I was like, what the fuck?
That's some
Then you
serious.
showed like real footage of them pulling him off the fucking roof and loading him in the ambulance and all the people. And then his fucking mother telling everybody he didn't do all this stuff. He's a good boy. And I'm like, motherfucker was badass.
That's how I know my mom would have been like, oh yeah, he fucking did it.
Yeah. You know what? He was my son. I loved him. I'm sorry he's dead. Boy, did he fucking deserve it.
Hey guys, I'm not saying anything, but he's on the roof. Just fucking give away my hideout.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck, dude?
The whole time, just
look up there. Look up there. He's on the roof. Does she have Tourette's? No, he's on the roof.
And you're up there. Shut the fuck up, mom.
It's not me, it's my hand. He's over there behind the tree. Fucking A. But yeah. I've always really like, even obviously I'm pretty big into
fucking Geraldo. Yeah, fuck him too.
Do you remember the Al Capone's thing? Did you watch that on TV? Like when Geraldo went and they found this like Al Capone's fucking safe or some shit, and it was a live Geraldo event. That dude is the biggest piece of shit person on the planet. Like, that guy should have had his career ruined like 19 fucking times.
Yeah.
And he's like, it's any minute now, we're gonna get through the bricks, whatever. And there was like a wine bottle behind all this concrete and shit like that. They thought that they found Al Capone's lost cash and all this other stuff.
Yeah.
For hours it was on fucking TV. I'm 7 years old. I'm like, this is
Complete
This is
utter
amazing.
bullshit.
this is fucking history. I already saw the Challenger explode like fucking 2 years ago.
Allegedly.
Here we go. Yeah.
That
Allegedly.
was CGI.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Before CGI was invented.
Yeah. How can cameras exist in the vacuum of space? But yeah, I saw this weird thing. So let's keep the dead people thing moving. Pompeii, right?
Yeah, the city that was buried underneath the volcanic eruption. Yeah.
Yeah, and so now they're starting to uncover, over the last 20 years or so, they're starting to like pull back a lot of the ashes, and they're starting to find the dead bodies. Right? Go ahead. Yeah,
Where's Pompeii?
it's by Italy, right?
Okay.
Yeah. Why?
I was just wondering if they're the same people that fucking helped put the aliens in Peru.
Well, here. Okay, so look at this graphic.
Now,
okay?
now, I would believe anything that about Pompeii. I guess I wouldn't say I would believe anything. I would be more apt to buy into anything that they find and whatnot from that era, from what happened, because it was very well recorded in history what happened there.
Well,
It's sketchy.
Well, so like through the ashes, they've uncovered the bodies, and people think that it's the charred bodies that they're uncovering, but it's actually not. They found the deposits that were covered up by the lava and covered up by the ashes that were voids, and they have been filling the voids with cement in order to preserve the last moments of these people's lives, maybe for history, probably for tourism. Let's be honest.
Okay, yeah. That's very plausible.
I saw I saw this graphic of how they do it, and look at where they're pouring the cement. Okay, so imagine you're getting burned alive by volcanic ash, and like whatever, like the fucking, I don't know,
Lava.
When it happened,
Molten lava.
Magma.
Magma.
Look where they put the. So
let's fill them up from the asshole, boys.
Why is it the asshole? I think that guy just had Chipotle. You're like, oh man, we're not gonna make it. My whole family's dead, and then like your spirit's still wandering around this fucking island, and you see some dude,
She's scratching his asshole the whole time. What happened to you? You're never gonna believe this.
some guy's just pumping cement in your butt crevice. Yeah, that's fucking.
Did you post this?
No, I saw it. I don't know.
I did too. And I was like, what the fuck is this?
Like, just and this is it's a drawing. Move it over to the head.
Just
That's
put it in
fine.
the middle of the pack.
Why fill him up from the butthole?
Yeah.
She's a court low. I don't get it.
Yeah.
People are stupid.
God.
Oh yeah. So you know the Apollo 11 thing, right? You
Mhm.
know, or what was it, Apollo 11?
13.
Apollo 13? All right. So do you know so this chick, Judith Love Cohen, who helped create the abort guidance system which rescued Apollo 13 astronauts, went to work on the day she was in labor. She took a printout of the problem that she couldn't figure out, and she started working at the hospital. She called her boss and said that she finished the problem and gave birth to none other than Jack Black. A little strange, right? No?
Has that been fact checked?
Yeah, it's 100% fact.
Okay. I gotta get this Adolf Hitler shit off my fucking Google search before there's a knock on my door.
More like Adolf Hitler. Yeah. I don't know, man. I think
Well,
think people are really fucked.
yeah. Judith Love Cohen.
Yeah.
She was 82 years old when she died.
Which again, Cohen, Jack Black, change your name, whatever. I see what he's doing there. I see what he's doing. Talented young man.
What was she known for? What was that?
She helped build the abort guidance system that helped rescue the Apollo 13 people.
What's she known
There's
for?
a lot of women that wrote code back. You know, good on women.
It's not really listed.
Good for you, women. Way to write code.
There it is. She helped create it. Huh. Well, all right.
It was probably a long-winded answer, and it could have just been like, I don't know, fucking hit the red button. You know what I mean? Like that's a total woman thing to do.
Yeah.
Did you turn this knob? Did you remember that knob? Not that knob, but the knob that we had over here at the other place. Yeah, go to that knob, but don't do anything to that knob. I just want you to see that knob. It's like this fucking broken tree of fucking story.
It's like fucking following Jeffy around in the Family Circus cartoons.
just hit the red button. Just hit the red button, and we're good. Just land it.
Put the fucking thing down, woman.
Yeah, sober October. I'm struggling, man. I'm not struggling. I don't want a beer. I'm fine. I'm just
You should probably have one.
should.
It's a new episode coming. We should start this off, right? It's Friday the 13th. I mean, what the fuck?
I think I have a Busch Light down here. I think I'm going to partake in a Busch Light. So I admittedly am failing Doug. I'm bailing out of Sober October. I'm not saying Doug runs like half Ironmans and stuff like that. Doug's very dedicated to his craft and of doing cool things. I certainly can't run. At a certain point, like I got to the age now where like a mere stumble is painful. Like I think once I hit 42, that's when everything started to go downhill. 40, I was like, this is fine. 41, okay. 42, not good.
Fucking this decline sucks.
Yeah, dude. Now, do you think that? So you're 50, I'm 40 fucking 4, I think. Do you think that we're gonna maintain for another couple years, or do you think we're just falling down the stairs and there's no help?
I'm getting right back on this fucking horse. I'm not gonna get cleared for hockey until probably January, and at that point, I got like 2 months left of the season, and my wife's like, "I don't think you should even play." She's like, "Shelve it," and I'm like, "But part of me wants to be out there, so I might play a game or two."
Just be the manager.
I think I might play a game or two, just to feed the fix or the itch, scratch the itch. Yeah, per se.
Whatever gets you to put more things in your asshole without feeling guilt, that's fine. Just do that.
Golf is gonna be back in full swing by then, so I'm gonna
fun. Good pun.
Yeah.
Golf's gonna be in full swing.
Yeah,
Huh?
go. Yeah, I should have the full go for golf. So
Nice.
I'll start getting my lessons next summer. I'm gonna golf my dick off. I will it only take like 2 holes. My dick will be gone.
Nice.
Volleyball. I want to get back into volleyball. Part of me is watching Ob play,
Yeah.
and I miss Golden Tee.
Doug, I'm almost
is,
ready for the link so I could buy one so we can play against each other remotely. Yeah, I'm ready for it.
I kind of want to show Ob that the old man still got a little bit of it.
Yeah.
She did see it last summer when we were at the park, and I was playing. She's like, I told you I used to do this. We used to play 2-man beach volleyball. You want to talk about fucking grueling?
Yeah, you killed Owen and me. You and cousin Dave, I believe, at that one. Let me ask you. This is a parenting question that came up this week. And
don't have kids.
Yeah. Yes.
Like I said on my live video for Top Tier for the helmets. And honestly, if you don't have kids, don't have them. Get yourself spayed, neutered, whatever you take every fucking precaution not to have these money sucking, life crumbling motherfuckers.
But it's very rewarding, but in a
none of it's rewarding
that negatively rewards you. So I'm a very attentive. Well, there's definitely better dads out there than me for sure, but I try to be a very attentive sports dad. And I want my kids to not just play sports, but I want them to think about the sport that they're playing. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So if you pull them aside and you say, hey, if you're playing defense on football and you have the end, you want to force the action back to your teammates. You don't want to let them get on this side of the shoulder. If you're on the left side, you don't want them to get around you. You want to force them back into the action. I don't care if you pull the flag on the kid. I want you to force them back inside. I don't want you to let them get to the outside. So I keep kind of hammering this into Max and just kind of giving him pointers like, hey, if you're dropping back and the quarterback can't run, don't look at the quarterback. Look at guys passing over your face and guard them because they're going to be open, that kind of stuff. And he had this fucking breakdown. Why are you always talking? Daddy's always yelling at me and stuff like that. And I'm like, I'm not yelling. I'm going, Max, watch the kid with the headband. He's going to be open. This one team kept throwing the same kid over and over again. Guard that kid.
You're the worst, dude.
Think about the game. No,
I gotta listen to you for 3 hours. Y'all fucking cover 2, cover 3, cover 0.
Well,
at a fucking college football game.
I wasn't saying that.
And you were wrong 90%.
That's not true. I was right. But at the same time,
I said one thing once. I said, right here's the time for the flea flicker.
And you called it.
Bang.
Yeah. Because they had single high safety. They weren't running cover 2, which they were doing a lot of the game. No big deal. That's fine. But yeah, so I wanted to ask the panel of esteemed fathers, is it wrong for you to try to pull your kid aside even after the game and go over some of the things that we want to work on for next time? Is that wrong? Or is that bad? Or the kid's 7, I should just probably shut the fuck up or be like every other parent, just be on their phone. Just, the game's over. Great. Here's a fucking treat.
I fall into that trap. Like watching Aubrey's volleyball team and watching the balls just drop in between a couple girls because they're staring at each other. And nobody's got the initiative to dive and get it. It's usually Aubrey, but she was told to cut that shit out, let her teammates fail, don't bail them out every time. I went through that with Brady, watching him play football, but I got to realize that he's 6. These kids are 6 and 7 out there. The basics is all I want them to know. And that was the thing with Abo, was watching her at basketball.
Yeah.
They didn't learn the basics. Like half the time they didn't know what basket they were shooting at.
Yeah.
They didn't know what to do. And yet the coach is trying to run a complex play with these kids when they don't know the basics.
No, you can't.
I'm like, I know this is modified sports and it's usually all shit, but fundamentals and the basics have to go hand in hand and need to be taught first. If there's a kid out there, because, hey, we had 10 girls try out and we kind of got 5 at a time and we're not cutting anybody, so everybody can play now. We got 2 sets of 5 here, whatever, that's fine. But if you don't know the fundamentals, if you don't know the basics, you're not stepping foot on the court until you do. Like inbounding the ball. These coaches had these girls running these crazy fucking formations.
Yeah.
And instead of just getting open, And it was such a simple concept to teach these girls, and they did it.
Right.
And I was getting infuriated. And then Abba was like, let's go to the fucking park. I'm backing her fucking down. The one day I put the old fucking Hakeem shake on her. The fucking nail, I sent her flying. She still talks about it to this day.
Yeah.
Like, you put me on my ass? Yeah. I go, you were supposed to bite hard for the fake. You didn't. And you caught the whole fucking left side of me. You went down. And I still fucking laid it in right over top of her half dead body. But
yeah, I have this weird.
I'm like, this is all you need to know right now.
Yeah.
How to pass, how to catch a pass, how to dribble. Like, these girls couldn't face a press. If anybody pressed them, it was over.
You're dead. Yeah.
They couldn't dribble out of this. These girls could barely dribble. Half of them couldn't even tie their shoes. I'm like, what is going on? But like Bart just said, that's a great fucking answer right there. That's all I would do with Brady.
I think in Bart's heart of hearts, he's two things. He's number one, he's a great cook. But number two, first of all, if you like, Daryl loves meat in his mouth, he'd love you, Bart. Just big, fat, juicy meat, kind of dark, but kind of bloody. So, but also like the coach's mentality type shit, like that. That's what I would try to do to the kid. Like, I'm like, hey, like, so in soccer for this, you want to be doing this and whatever. So before a game, I'll kind of give them a little instruction. Hey, remember, we're going to try to do this time. But, I think for the sanity of my kid, I'm just going to shut up. I'm just,
when watching Brady at football this year, the coaches had it down.
Yeah.
They were on fucking point. I love these coaches. And when Brady decided he wasn't going to do it, I told him, I said, you got to go talk. You got to talk to your coach.
Be a man.
Coach,
do it.
Coach fucking manned up with him. He looked him right in the eye, shook his hand, talked to Brady. He said, hey, we don't want you to get hurt out here. If you feel like you're too small, he goes, that's why we had you in the group. You guys were the hammers. That was my group of 6-8 kids that did a certain thing so you wouldn't get hurt. He goes, I want you to be ready for this. He goes, I hope to see you back next year. He goes, you want to come to a game? Put your jersey on, come to the game. You're coming out in the field. You're going to do the chant with the team. You're going to be in the huddle. You're going to come stand on the sidelines right next to me. That's what you're going to do. But I let the coaches coach for football.
Mm-hmm.
Like when we were home, Brady, this is how you run a route.
Yeah.
Like, what's that? And I'm like, this is, and Albo just loved that shit. So we'd be in the fucking yard, run a route, So he's like, do the set how you think, Dad. And he'd line up and he'd catch the fucking ball and get to the other end of the yard. And he's fucking doing the gritty, doing his dance and shit. But I mean, I told him, bro, it's a lot easier playing flag football where you can reach up and catch the ball.
For sure.
Like last year, he was just running go routes. And these people were like, what the fuck? He's way out fuck out there.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, we throw it to this kid. He's not going to catch it. Throw the fucking ball to him. Dude, he caught almost every one.
Oh, that's awesome.
Gone. House call every time.
Yeah.
This year, I'm like, you got a helmet? You got pads? How high can you raise your arms? He's like,
that changes everything.
Yeah. I'm like, it's basically going to land right in front of you when you're that age,
Right.
So I let the coaches take care of that. But when we were home, if he asked questions, it was simple answer.
That's where I think being in a town that has a different sports culture, like my town does not, like especially like talking football, like a lot of the kids that play on my son's team, like those kids are like super athletic. They know the deal. They have older brothers and it's a whole thing. Right. My kid gets home, he wants to go play on Minecraft. I'm not going to pull him aside and be like, all right, so on defense, you got, so I think I learned my lesson of being too much of a sports dad, and I'm just going to pull it back a little bit. That's all. So we can bounce out of this one, start again in a couple minutes. Might get myself a little weary.
Chris, you just need to
relax. I was working.
Isn't that in Zoolander?
I think Aaron Rodgers said that too, right?
Well, yeah, he always said it, but wasn't it in Zoolander?
Will Ferrell, relax.
Yeah. When the song played, they were going to kill the prime minister or something.
Yeah. I've been waking up like almost every day at 5, going to work, going downstairs. Okay. Yeah. I wish I could go to an office. I think I might just go get an office so I can go to the office. Then getting upstairs, saying goodbye to the kids, or else getting the kids on the bus because I need to go to work early and stuff like that. And then I'm like working like a motherfucker, have a couple minutes to go to the gym, have to go get the kids, have to go to this activity, got to do all these things. And I'm like, this is probably why my reward system is having a beer at the end of the day, just to fucking relax.
Last night, man, I fucking found a wine glass. I came down here. I got the moonshine out, and one of the bottle or the pints that I had just enough. I put 3 ice cubes in this wine glass, and it filled it up like that
Yeah,
high, right
with
to the
moonshine.
top.
With moonshine.
Chris is like, "Oh, thanks for getting me a drink." I go, "You want one of these?" She's like, "What is it?" I go, "Moonshine." She's like, "No, it's not." Leaned over, took a
Nobody
smell. of it.
drinks-
She's like,
People sip moonshine. They don't
she's like, "What the fuck?"
fucking-
So I got up this morning. She goes, "How are you?" I'm like, "Fine." She goes, "You hungover?" I'm like, "No." She's like, "Daryl, you drank a wine glass full of moonshine." I'm like, it took me like 3 hours to drink it.
yeah, because
I
I'm a man.
just sipped on it. I said it was delicious.
This shit's no joke.
Yeah. No.
But yeah, we'll punch out of this one. We'll start again in a couple minutes.
Yeah,
Time
I
for-
gotta find a way to get some heat down here. Fuck, it's chilly.
have a Carolina Reaper.
Nope.
Do it. All right, we're out of here. We'll be back in a couple minutes, and
Hopefully we got more shit to talk about.
I kind of burned through most of the stuff. We'll make something up on the back end.
Oh, we got things to talk about.
Oh yeah, you got to go on your rants.
I
Is this
forgot what that was about.
Stephen A. Smith, the white Stephen A. Smith, the drunker.
Whiter version.
Yeah.
The
Kinda.
fuck was I pissed off about yesterday?
You're always pissed off. You're like you're an ornery piece of shit.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Happens with age, dude. Wait till you get to be 15.
I think I'm punching out early, man. I think
I
like
hope so.
I think 48. You know, I'm good. I had a good run. I've done everything I've wanted to do,
Yeah.
except 2 Asian at
I was
once.
gonna say Asians.
I've had one. I was not good. I'd like to be good for an Asian one time.
They were everywhere in Canada last weekend.
Moving to Canada.
That
All
was Saudis. Fuck.
We'll be out here in a couple minutes, and we'll be right back.
Yeah, I gotta take a piss. Turn on some
Sweet.
heat.
Spay neuter your pets and